Hi guys, I know I went early a little bit, but I just gotta wait until 9:30 and then we'll get started. Okay. Now you may be wondering why I went early, and that would be because the kitten walked on the keyboard and launched the stream, and I can't be bothered to set it up again, so we're going a little bit early. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Welcome everyone. Well, one person who is not talking. Hi. I think they might be shy. Anyway. So yeah, we're playing Inquisitor Matyer today because it is Liz's birthday. And we're gonna shoot some poor people. Yeah, no, not a huge royalist, or a huge fan of really anyone being born into power that they haven't earned, or people who have power who haven't earned it ethically. So, I don't like a good portion of the human race, let's say that. So we've got, this is an ARPG that I picked up in the Skulls for the Skull Throne. And yeah, we're just going to check it out. I'll probably never make any videos on this, we'll just live stream it, just because of the nature of the beast. You don't really want to see me just watching videos of people playing. Anyway, I'll shut up. Before rising to the rank of Inquisitor, you served as a Primus Psyker, drawing power from the warp, shaping reality with your mind. Psykers are sanctioned mutants, disdained yet essential to the Imperium. They channel otherworldly energies to banish demons. They are always at risk of damnation and deadly backlash from the Imperium. Inquisitors with Primus Psyker background are experts at harnessing the boundless powers of the warp. In combat, they rely on psychic powers. They prefer light armor and psionically attuned weapons. Perils of the warp. Psykers gain warp heat points as a penalty for using psychic powers. Accumulation of these points may spawn warp anomalies or even demons. Warp heat can be reduced by using force weapons. Due to their unique talents, only Inquisitors with a Psyker background are permitted to use psychic powers. Force weapons amplifying the wielder's Imperium powers. Force weapons can only be used by Psykers. Okay. A Crusader. I'm rather partial to Psykers. Although, seeing as we're going to be playing as Liz, we might be an assassin. Before rising to the rank of Inquisitor, you served as a Crusader, a Holy Warrior in the Adeptus Ministorum. Crusaders displayed their devotion to the Emperor as honor guards or executioners. And such is the zeal of the Crusaders that it makes them ideal recruits for the Inquisition. Well, they're always looking for new meat. Inquisitors with the Crusader background have fearsome warriors using heavy armor and weaponry. On the battlefield, they relentlessly march through fire like a legendary juggernaut in old Terran myths. They are slowest of the three agent archetypes. Yeah, we get a fourth because of I got all of the thingies. They are slowest of the three agent archetypes, trading mobility and protection for firepower. Crusaders spend focus points to operate their power armor. They have heavy weapon schools. Focus is a Crusader exclusive resource, recharging with time at a fixed rate. Only Crusaders are capable of wielding heavy melee weapons and ranged weapons, making them the most efficient agents to deal out mass destruction while doing the Emperor's work. And they wear power armor. Crusaders are permitted to wear power armor, so they can soak up tremendous amounts of damage that would slay a mere mortal in seconds. Boring. Before becoming an Inquisitor, you served the Imperium as a death cult assassin, a specialist of deceit who expresses their worship through death. Death cults can be found in many Imperial worlds, playing the tithe of the Emperor with the culling of heretics, traitors, and other enemies of mankind. Inquisitors with the Death Cult background are deadly assassins, expert in hit-and-run tactics and exotic weapons. In combat, they rely on their acrobatic skills and speed, thus preferring lighter armor and weapons. They use adrenaline. Spend of adrenaline points to dodge using exotic weapons and armor skills. Adrenaline is regenerated by wounding and killing enemies. See, these also sound very fun. Due to the status and training, Inquisitors of the Death Cult background use the most exotic war gear from Imperial arsenals. Assassin Inquisitors can always use their dodge ability to evade incoming attacks regardless of what armor they wear. And the Tech Adept, which also... So basically, fun, eh. That should probably tell you a little bit of something about my preferences in most things. Before rising to the rank of Inquisitor, you served as a tech adept for the Adeptus Mechanicus, the cult of the machine god. They are the safekeepers of the advanced Imperial technologies, performing maintenance litanies to command machine spirits, but slowly losing all humanity by replacing their bodies with cybernetic implants. Inquisitors with a tech adept background are experts of the machine. In combat, they wield arcane and forbidden weaponry and can rely on the never-ending supply of solii constructs of the Lego Cybernetica. Okay. Tech adepts, Inquisitors spend data flux points to create battle constructs. Yeah, data flux is recharging at a fixed rate. Silioid constructs. Only tech adepts can. If I'm saying that wrong, please yell at me in the comments, or just yell at your screen. I'll pick it up psychically. Due to their technological indoctrination, Inquisitors of the Tech Adept background can access to arcane equipment that can only be operated by the Adeptus Mechanicus. I think we'll go. We'll go with Liz here. Oh. Does that mean that I can get... Nope, they're all fairly similar. These ones don't seem as well rendered as the other ones. Alright, Death Cult, Assassin Power Swords, out of 2 Cult Blades and Powers, Stealth Bodysuit, Chameleon-like abilities. I don't want to Vindicare. What are you? Shotgun and Sniper Rifle. Sniper and auto pistol. I mean, this seems like the best for hunting poor people. Story mode. Liz. Or should it be Vicky? It can be Liz for now. Alright. Well, that was just a character creation, my goodness. But they're not to be confused with the judges from...
Inquisitor's log.
What is it?
Classified report for later transmission.
2484 AD.
I am closing on the source of the Inquisitorial distress signal I was
Judge
assigned
Dredd.
to investigate. It has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic but extremely old. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. There were many delays during the journey, but the coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave finally led me to this desolate system. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery. It got through the warp surges with considerable loss of data, and my astropath has been unable to decipher it. I will personally investigate the source of this mysterious signal.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition, and lots of empty halls.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Well, thank God she said something. We never would have noticed if they were attacking us. I feel like the music probably needs to go down a bit. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log.
So we're just gonna turn down the damn music for a little bit. I think her voice is probably pretty good. Except I think we just video as well, quality level.
New entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later. Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door.
Do we have... Oh, interesting. completing heroic deeds. Perks up when you reach 15 and 30. The other two will unlock. Okay, cool. But yeah, like I said, I have never... This is my first time playing this, or even looking at it, really. New investigation, the cage. Wow, hey, look. What if that's my husband?
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
Motto. Hello. No, you're too big to sleep on my shoulder now. So my kitten's back. Shield compromise, passive maintenance required. Wait, what was that? I just clicked automatically.
New log entry. Found some corpses. Blood smells and tastes fresh. The wounds are recent. I have no idea what killed them, but it's not human and it's still close.
Handy.
Let's see how this weapon works. Yes, I think it will do.
Very interesting. So it seems like you get abilities based on what weapon you're using.
A spawn of chaos. An interesting challenge, at least. Loading. What a shame. A magnificent Imperial tomb despoiled by chaos. It will be a glorious task scraping this place clean again.
This actually looks like it might be a bit more in depth than I thought it would be.
New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
Okay. Sorry, guys. The Martyr opened its files approaching the rogue trader vessel, causing considerable damage and loss of life on the target ship. Teleport room signals regularly jammed, blocking entry and exit from the monastery, rather. I mean, does that really matter? After thorough investigation and questioning, I can safely claim no personnel were involved in the incident. The defense of turrets opened fire without any human involvement, and the signal blocking any teleportation attempts is generated automatically. Problem caused, system malfunction. Logged a priority level request for maintenance fraternity, awaiting confirmation. Had emergency cogitators installed on the hangar deck and main cogitator in the control room, where security personnel can manually override both turret system and teleportor signals in case of... Hey, you little bastard. He's trying to attack the mouse. Stop it! Schrödinger! Medicaid reports personnel voluntarily performing their Participation in confessions. Data corrupted. That's... Stop trying to attack the mouse. Ow. I gotta cut your nails, buddy.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals. Open the door.
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor. What foul abomination is this? Oh, but you shouldn't talk, mindless drone. Hush now and watch that door. Did you just line up for your imminent death, heretics? Kiss of death.
Ah!
Dodge this.
Eradicated.
So you good? This looks...
I found a wreck in the hangar. It is a vessel used by the Space Marines. What are they doing here? Finally, that's the cogitator that will disable the jammer.
I mean...
I couldn't
we
turn
do
off
need
the
little-
teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally! I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Especially given recent events, how much would you not meme virus? That's right, they're gonna split this up into missions or something. Not quite sure why they did that, but
Our augurs have picked up a Vox signal not far from your location. It is transmitting on an Imperial channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there.
I like that the captain of the ship has like metal as fuck hair. Wait, what? Where did my sniper rifle go?
Target eliminated. Loading!
Wow. We're feels pretty damn cumbersome at this stage.
By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
The handiwork of a cult. The remains of an inquisitorial expedition. A tasteless offering to a powerful servant of chaos.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
Kill the heretic!
I'm wondering if it's actually worth it to try and take cover, because at least with the shotgun I can't hit shit. Might be better off just staying out there and
Grenades. Lack the precision I'd normally prefer. Not that I'm complaining in this situation.
I like this idea of having things gifted to you by your abilities determined by your war gear. I'm just wondering how that works with like psychers. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Emergency, machine spirit of the martyr shows every sign of intellectual instability. Ultra high and growing. Detachment of data serfs in the blessed core. Interacting data module. Scrubbing and anointing central processing modules. The machine spirit is slowly becoming insane. It has started overriding the defense systems, destroying some possibly harmless void craft trying to land on the deck. We must act before it sheds more blood. I don't need to remind you of the fateful consequences if such information becomes open knowledge. All must remain confidential. I submit this invocation in the name of the Omnissiah, the wisdom of my trusted Hierophant.
Reloading. A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Schrodinger. So we got some stuff. Main implant, bloodlust. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think it just determined like what you start with could do. Oh. I hope you're reading this. The safest way for us to communicate. If they find out what we are planning, they'll execute us. Hide your messages in the maintenance sermons and make it look like simple devotional notes. We need to plan our next step. There are huge problems in the research decks. The Red Sanctum has been quarantined. I receive your message by the Emperor. This seems bad. Same here down here. Nobody knows where Matyer is heading, whether Uther holed up in the Sanctum and his second in charge is plotting against him. I have no idea where to turn. Uther will be our death. Think about it. He promised us immortality and glory for the Imperium. What have we now? There's things in the Dark Zone. We must get out of here immediately, or shall we join the others? Log not archived. Suspicion discovered. Issue sensor modules inactive. Signal. Excuse me. Shock on poison skills. Okay.
Eradicated. I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
That's supposed to be an obliterator. Sacred murder.
Purified. I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me to clarify that. You only found pieces of them. So it'll be just you against something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
Honor me with your glory. Ah, what the?
I found you guilty of heresy.
It's not step in the go. Man.
There is strength in numbers, you think? Oh, fools. Pain is salvation.
Huh. No. So I wonder. Yeah, power sword. Oh, that's pretty fun. Okay. Stop blowing shit up. Well, stop blowing shit up pointlessly.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I'm an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
New log entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
What's this? Plasma pistol. So, character? Range combat. Area effects? Passive skill points 1, distributed 0. Critical hits, range combat, area effects. Suppression damage to bonus area effect. Increase radius for area. I think we just do critical hits. Plus 1% critical hit chance, critical hit chance. So critical hit strength. Melee. We got critical hit. Straight through the right. Wait. What does that do? To create Void Crusade campaigns on the Command Bridge. Alpha Pack. So good. And a signum. Fit. but we need to be in cover. Okay, that seems normal. I know you get to a point where you kind of like, you've got your own bridge. So I'm gonna just sort of save everything for then. And then I'll start, you know.
It's Thorn again. Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to eliminate these creatures. It will slow down the tribes.
Pain is salvation.
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I'm a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
Target eliminated.
I wonder if we get like. There, yeah.
Now, you are gone. I've eliminated the first tribal champion. I wonder if those mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
I would say this is kind of fun. And more fun than I'd expected it to be. I just thought it was just going to be another ARPG. And frankly, I play Grim Dawn, and that's about all I've got room for ARPGs in my life, really. Thrice Blessed Fortress Monastery Martyr, Category A111, Research Vessel of the Holy Orders, under the leadership of Lord Inquisitor Uther Tiberius. We seek to aid from our brothers and sisters of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Martyr is on a highly important research pilgrimage from the Segmentum Pacificus to this Sigil subsector en route to the Calibri sector. The Martyr was caught in a severe warp anomaly, and Gela Shield suffered considerable damage. we need an emergency overhaul in the orbital dry docks of Kostche Prime as soon as possible. May the Emperor be with you. Medical supplies. I am.
For the Emperor. Luminescent pest.
Thorn here. How are you faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out.
We should probably be putting this stuff. I mean, if there's one complaint to be made, I do feel immortal at this point. I mean, it's only the third mission, so.
With you.
Oh, jeez.
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious! I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
Oh, I'm liking this plasma pistol and sword setup. Distortion out? No. Kill enemies with critical hits. Yeah. Needs to be level 4. Range damage bonus. I wonder if this has a colorblind mode. So character photo. Single precast cover mode. Had single keep will send your character to cover instead of having to hold the button. Yeah. That should make things a little bit easier. So good. What is it? Oh. What a weird place to put it.
Kiss of death. Cleansing shots fired. Eradicated.
Another purity seal. Awesome. What do you do? Suppression of bleeding. Frag grenades. See, I am kind of like enjoying the. It's like, oh, this all looks simpler. Oh, fuck! What's wrong with me? I thought this all looked quite simplistic when I begin with, but no, there's some complexity here.
Thorn, I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free.
Skull Taker. Digital weapons. Excuse me. Yeah, we're just gonna go ham on the critical. Rare. Crafted. Hey, I don't like that. Power weapons. We've got do we have any neural implants or anything we can use? Sure like a better pistol.
This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least, I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Ready to fight.
No, we probably do want to do other way around.
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum. The sculptures are undeniably imperial, but I've never seen anything like this before. The colossal statues seem both recognizable and unfamiliar. Did I just find an Imperial cult from the past?
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen! At your command! Move! Move!
The age of this magnificent ship, Praetorian symbolism, the content of the prayer book indicates ancient heritage sometime between the 35th and 36th millennium. The potential connection to the age of apostasy indicates fascinating prospects. I must admit that some of our discoveries are unique, almost radical in nature, especially in the pieces directed connection to Uther Tiberius and his sect. The adornments and other elements are clearly imperial in the origin of the ship, but the details, like the winged statues, all suggest a cult which used to be imperial, but which have lost or subsequently purged from their archives. Personal note, I am not even trying, was baffled by the first Rabunicon results. This may be a rather bold statement since it lacks facial features, emotions, or soul, but it looked almost shocked. Damn his inconclusive results. He tried to argue about the age of the Emperor Forsaken Derelict, but I'm certain about my analysis. But a bit troubled, the mural about Scarlet Apotheosis and the Imperium beyond was unsettling, to say the least. The Angel of Death growing more grim with each passing hour. May the Emperor have mercy on our souls.
At your command! For the Emperor!
Target eliminated.
Take it like a man, guardsman!
They're not guardsmen.
Move! Now you'll pay, scum!
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
For the Emperor! Onward! Don't leave no At your command! For the Emperor!
How do I get them out? Oh, there we go. I mean, I wonder if there's a hard mode. I'd really like a hard mode. Because this is very cruisy.
Death is a journey.
I wonder if we just did double death gold blade. And then ooh, an arc blade. Let's see how this goes.
The Abhumans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
Ready to fight! Onwards! Your guardsmen! I said charge!
It's alright.
Ready to fight!
Oh, what do we have here? Stun mine. I'll take a stun mine. Feels like frag grenade's probably more helpful, but
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
I find your ignorance of my capabilities amusing. For the moment, at least.
So what is your plan?
Imagine a surgeon cutting out lumps of tainted flesh. One by one, they will die. They won't even know who killed them. I will not grant them this gift.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
oh, we're going forward. We got some kind of plasma gun, accuracy points. The expedition. The clues found led me to the following conclusions. Recently, a sizable Imperial expedition landed on the Fortress Monastery, led by a certain Lord Inquisitor Kolsterheim. The purpose and the currency whereabouts of these explorers is still unknown. Although, judging by the large number of casualties they have suffered, I would assume the expedition had considerable numbers. Lord Inquisitor Kolsterheim had inquisitors and interrogators in his retinue, also some space marines from the Storm Watcher chapter. I find it troubling that the Calgary Conclave neglected to reveal the existence of this expedition to me. I find it interesting that we're so character. We've got another accuracy, survival, dodge in the surprise state, long last rifle. So, plasma gun. I think we'll do that for the time being. Critical chance. I like how they kind of blow up explodable containers. I like how that they've gotten kind of they're hidden behind using stuff rather than just character progression. I gotta say, I read really negative things about this, but I will say that this game is quite cool.
Your command.
Alright. Guys, just checking my got a message from my wife.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition?
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool brought a whole army of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell me everything about this man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the Tallyport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor, we have a problem.
Now is...
World skills.
not a good time.
At your command. For the Emperor.
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor, I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
They're what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original crew. Anyway, during centuries of drifting through the void, one of their generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness incarnated, they call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
At your command.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later.
Onwards.
I found you guilty of heresy.
Charge! Charge! Take it like a man, guardsman!
Purged.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Pain is salvation.
For the Emperor! At your command. For the Emperor! Take it like a man, guardsman!
purify.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Oh, the thundering blast of weapons. I wish my brothers were here to hear this canticle of death.
Talking about brothers, which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Thorm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
I mean,
Ready to fight!
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Purged.
For the Emperor!
Pain is salvation.
For the Emperor! Ready to
Cleansing
fight!
shots fired. Kiss of death. I found you guilty of heresy. Target eliminated.
Don't linger, guardsmen!
You are true.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we disable the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes, that two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he left me down here to die. But now, move!
Ready to fight!
Let's take a look at this cogitator.
after the... I mean... Who are these guys? Also, how are they not... Why not just send Grey Knights here? After the rites of diagnostics and reciting necessary hymns to placate its mood, I prayed to the machine spirits and humbly asked it to confide in me the causes of the recurring system failures, corrupted data. Why the automatic defense systems of the Martyr destroyed that rogue trader cruiser, and why the Martyr initiated conflicts with non-hostile vessels of the Explorer's fleet, thus corrupted data. The machine spirit of the Martyr denies cooperation, citing the Sacred Order 34-7A as issued by our spiritual leader under the late Uther Tiberius. Addendum: no executable directives exist under this name. The machine spirit claims that the Martyr must follow a determined route to a classified location, and that the protection of the Martyr is our top priority, and its assets and rights to override the Martyr automated weapon systems of the Teletarium in times of need. Assessment possible warp infestation and the spin spirit. Invoking the conclave of intimate system purge. Warning, searching data banks, content missing.
These records are disturbing. This martyr has a mind of its own.
Ready to fight!
Certainly appears to, yes. So what's over here? Anything? Alright. Hello. Also, why do he have guardsmen?
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth! Ah!
Onward! Don't linger, guardsmen! Hey,
Inquisitor, what's happening down there? Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hellbrute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial Space Marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives, and it's ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now!
ready to fight!
I mean...
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least, I hope so.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jella shields are probably compromised. Warp travel would kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get stranded over there.
What about the guardsmen? I mean, I know no one else gives a shit about the guardsmen, but I am not from this universe. I care about the guardsmen.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine. What is happening to the martyr?
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
Yeah. I actually find this storyline quite compelling as well.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We
Sorry
all
about the
thought
chat
that the
box,
fortress
guys.
monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the
Space
Martyr
is
somehow.
real big, lady.
If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed, we need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos biologist specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologus there.
That was easy. Command bridge. Okay. Yay, we leveled up. Utility harness. Clues I've discovered indicate the machine spirit of the Martyr, which inhabits the fortress monastery and controls all systems of machinery on the decks, has probably gone mad, possibly during a warp incident, and it has displaying paranoid tendencies for a long time now. Locked down the Martyr completely, trying to destroy the approaching vessels to protect itself for an unclear reason. The abandoned Colossus. I can conclude it to this point that the abandoned fortress monastery, which the cryptic distress signal came from, is called Martyr, and that it entered the Calgary sector roughly 5,000 years ago. After the Imperial Civil War called the Age of Autopsy, the Martyr was commandeered by an Inquisitor called Uther Tiberius, who has a very clear purpose for traveling here, and some of the members of his retinue had reasons to worry about his intentions. What exactly happened during the subsequent 5,000 years is unclear. At some point, the Martyr must have disappeared into the warp, and it was spat out by a recent warp surge in the system, already infected by the bile of Nurgle. Oh, we level up again. Bolt pistol. Wait, a bolt pistol's a higher level than a plasma pistol? Okie dokie. Wow, this guy's potent. Weekly glory. Storage.
You have called for me, Inquisitor, and I am here to serve.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave, and pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, we got like fancy new stuff. Inoculator. Fear, Flashbane, fear on critical, 4% of chance of fear on critical hit, damage bonus for aimed sniper skills. Well, that seems useful for this guy. Suppression gained from attribute. I mean, I don't know what that means at this point still. Critical hit strength. Execution chance. I mean, presumably shield sounds handy. Double arc blade. Heat damage. Heat damage. Shock on poison skills. Critical hit strength, slow on poison skills, execution chance, neural implant. I mean, wait, 15, 17. Is this storage or inventory? Yeah, no, you're buying stuff. Yeah, rare is better than none. That is weird to me. Field. It's a level 7 item. Fear on critical hit. See, that seems pretty useful. Heat damage bonus. Things that I don't really have to think about. Common, rare, master crafted. might hang on to that. But that's it. Because it continues. Purity seal. The one that I've got is better, I think. The stun mines were nice. I mean, this is all still pretty much basic shit, so... Okay. Wow, wait, what? Why is a las gun better than a plasma gun? Are you... Alright, let's continue on our merry way. Doctor Who. No, here we go.
This is Meta-Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor? Your request cannot be granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere. Allow me to clarify. The Magos Biologus with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status: assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data. Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Alright. So where am I at? Relay station. Travel. I think after we do this mission, I might end the stream for the time being. Each mission starts with a briefing where you can learn all the important details. Left column, the layout of the mission area, visualization of the enemies and terrain type. The main panel starts with technical information such as mission type, difficulty modifiers, then Uther's turret, lastly the reward prospects, sorry. The number of upper right corner is the mission challenge rating, which compared to your level, thus determining the modifiers you receive during the completion of the mission. You can also enhance missions, accept investigations and war zone missions, up to 3 Uther's Tarot cards to gain extra awards, but this also makes it more challenging. You can read about the topic in the Uther's Tarot entry. Lastly, mission briefing blocks contain background information about the mission itself and the combat objectives. Pay special attention to the latter before starting the mission. Alright, fair enough. Challenge mode. Hard +1. Seems normal. Relay station. Yeah, of course there's a strong chaos presence.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The Void Station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Why would they need the whole team? One sharp blade. That's all it takes to cut out the malignant growth. I'll go in.
Do you really believe that the Magos Biologus you seek is there? Alive?
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself. For the
Apparently, wait, so... I wonder if these are procedurally generated. That kind of looks like they are.
Inquisitor, if you don't mind me asking, why are you so sure this Caius Thorn could help your investigation?
He's a space marine, a legendary defender of the Imperium. It makes him the most important member of Klosterheim's retinue. Even if their relationship is as strained as it seems, he must have been very close to the Lord Inquisitor, and he could have knowledge of important details. Purified. Pain is salvation.
Bloody demons.
Now you are gone. Repent.
Still feel like it might be a bit easy.
Target eliminated.
I think it would be cool to have a game like this, but with Death Watch. I gotta say, like, of the autos, I think Death Watch is my favorite.
Pain is salvation.
Basically, because, well, a heretic, a mutant, yeah, there's lots of variety there. Lots of variety there. But it's still a heretic, a mutant, a demon. You know? They all have common things uniting them together. You can't fight like, there's way more variation between an orc and some Eldar, Tyranids, and, well, basically all of them. Ooh.
Repent.
So yeah, like there's much more variation between the the various branches of the Xenos than there is between, you know, alien heretics and mutants. Aliens. Demons, heretics, and mutants. Even if you include gene stealer cults in there. Man, you guys are slow. So, yeah, we gotta go. That's just a resupply chest, I think.
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave me. There is no trace of the Martyr anywhere in the logbooks of my ship. This ship is ancient and has traveled everywhere in the sector, and still, nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had the treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession of my family since my ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened to that logbook?
It has disappeared when the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
It is indeed quite unfortunate, Captain. Eradicate it. Cleansing, shots fired.
There we go. Little buggers. I do love plasma. I wonder if the big chunky guys can use like heavy plasma weapons or something.
Overheat!
Damn it.
Eradicated.
Man, she's good with that sniper rifle, didn't she? Old Liz. Alright, fine. Stay in there and be immortal. I mean, still yet to use an inoculator. So...
Inquisitor, our Arga readings have suddenly spiked to alarming levels. You've reached the center of the chaos infestation. Stay alert.
Alright, we'll come back later. I'm thorough, guys. I'm sorry. I find all the things, and then I progress.
Cleansing shots fired.
Ooh. Lucky we did. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Last defensive perimeter collapsed. Lord Commissar Brian has fallen. I took command of the remaining forces in the Librarium. As a ranking officer, the Astropath Quarter is confirmed as lost. I ordered Bravo to retreat with the survivors, but their chances, considering the hostile activity in the Void Dock, are minimal. As of this moment, the Tempest Garrison, St. Aldred, Kakolchir, I don't know what that means, had ceased to function as a fighting entity. I shall follow the standard Exodus procedures. The Emperor protects. Note 1, the NCR of the finally managed to identify the source of the initial chaos. An invasive scrap code deliberated the machine spirit, cut out communications to destroy the primary data vault. Secondary data vault is partially salvageable. Tech Priest managed to online a firewall litany before total loss. His words. According to Lord Commissar Brian, Lord Commissar Brian, primary objective is to attack was very specific to capture St. Aldred Astropath Choir and block the Chernenberg telepathic duct. Is there a connection to the recent outbreaks? Probably. Such an elaborate tool of coordination are way beyond the capabilities of simple heretic cells. This attack may be the first part of a greater operation. Well, that sounds interesting. Ow!
By the Emperor, a demon was bound to the chest. I slay in thy name. Let's see what was so important in the chest.
Okay. Lad's pistol. I mean, I suppose we could go back to $25. So, you can hit multiple enemies. I'll probably end up getting the shits and just going back to the plasma pistol though. The plasma gun.
Die, heretic.
Oh. Got me. Aha! I've used one. Yeah, let's just go.
You're in the archives, Inquisitor. Try to find a cogitator that can grant you access to the data vaults.
What's that? Eye implant. Ooh, rare. Adrenaline. We don't use adrenaline, do we? Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh.
This is the central cogitator of the station. If this Magos biologist tried to send a report to her superiors, it must be logged here.
Is this Matyer, Delma, recording message, astropathic trans... My work is here. I have 14 team to the fascinating malady, which supplied me with valuable subjects to make this identification, the pathogen possible. The infection is undeniably Imperium in, and the research indicates that it must have been transferred to the via one of the incoming cargo vessels. I have narrowed down the possible sources, the 3 worlds in your subsector. I will visit all 3 to locate the source of the epidemic. Praise the Omnissiah.
I missed the Magos biologist on the station. I logged the 3 potential destinations where I could find her. Oh, I hope she's worth all this trouble.
Alright. So we'll finish up there, guys. If ooh, we got a new a sword. Unlock skill tree. Magos biologist secrets. Personal void shield. Okay, cool. Bloodlust. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching. It's a pretty fun game, I gotta say. I might do some more of it if there's a positive. We might, again, I'm just gonna do it on streams. If you guys like it, we can do some more. If you guys aren't really all that interested, I'll just play it by myself. That's fine too. I hope the day finds you well. I hope you're all very safe. Remember, God loves you just for being you, and I do too. Ciao.